Well, first of all, sounds like, at least from what you said, the medical scare is at least not as scary. Good. Glad to hear that. Um, well, the last time you had something happen, like you said, it involved your heart, and it was a big, a rather big thing. So hopefully that doesn't happen again. Um, Watching video, and I'll say that what was it when you were playing the final thing that you did play. I don't know why you stopped because it seemed to be in time and whatnot from what I could hear. Regarding how you're picking, yeah, big part of it is you are in your head, and you would be very much better off never looking up picking technique online ever again, because you're going to have one person say one thing and another person say another thing. So if you can resist the temptation to look those things up, that would absolutely be beneficial. Which is why I continue to say to many people, and I do believe I will continue to say the same thing. As long as it sounds good, that's all that matters. So that's the biggest thing to focus on, making it sound right, making it sound right. Now, with what you said, and how you end up moving, and maybe it would be beneficial if you can pull this off. Maybe I can see something that I can't see from the current angle that you film at. But get like a good close-up of your pick in hand from an angle. So, let's see if I can get that. I'll get something. I don't know how good it's going to be. But it'll be something here. Alright. Hang on. Let's move that footstool a bit. Okay. So, now, obviously I'm going to be showing you what I'm doing, but, or at least a little bit of what I'm doing, and I don't want you to take it too serious as far as, like, you have to do it this way, but the wrist thing, yeah, that's totally fine. I mean, there's basically two ways a pick's gonna go, kind of should go, like down and out, like this. So, like, think of it like you have this line that you're going across. Yeah, it'll be a little bit curved, whatever. That's not the important thing. What's important is, like, when you pick, you're either kind of going down and out like that, or up and or out and up like this. Okay. So it's basically one of the two. Some people do like a little scoopy thing, but at slow speed that's not a big deal, and apparently I kind of do that anyway. So kind of like that. But anyway, for the most part, especially fast stuff, you're either going to be picking down at an angle, or you're going to be picking up at an angle like this. The door knock thing, I mean, I don't even know how that would work if you really are doing it like this, because, like, you're just taking the pick away and then putting it towards the guitar. Like, I don't see how that could ever result in the pick ever going past the string. Like, there has to be some kind of down towards the ground motion, and the door knock thing, like, it's not possible unless you're, like, doing like that plus like another motion at the same time. I get that's a possibility. Whether you're using your wrist while you're going, when you pick down, you go towards the floor, or if you pick down and go in towards the guitar. Because some people will pick like this and they'll have the wrist bent quite a bit. I don't know if that's really what you meant with the door knock thing, but it's still not like you're not doing this when you're doing it. You're still moving your pick down towards the guitar and then up into the air. And you can get going pretty somewhat quick that way. I can't do it as fast, but anyway. So, definitely keep using the jazz pick because you said it feels natural. You've tried the other ones and you keep coming back to that. So definitely keep using that. But yeah, just making it sound as good as you can. That's the main thing, the most important thing. And yeah, I'm still pretty convinced that you just continue to psych yourself out when you get to around 120. It's like you're so prepared to fail, you make yourself fail. I could be very wrong. Maybe I am wrong, and maybe that's not the case, but it seems to be the case. So yeah, we're gonna be hanging out on the higher pitch strings for a while until you're used to it, until it feels comfortable. That's where we're gonna be. Uh, so yeah, keep working on the whole, or whatever it was, the thing from last time. Definitely keep working on that. And yeah, part of it is needing to spend enough hours on things and playing things correctly. But as I said, the most important thing is making it sound right. So we just make sure the rhythm's there, you hear the notes, and that's the most important thing. And stay away from researching picking technique. Just stay far, far away from it, because I think it's doing more harm than good. So I'll stay in this position with the camera, since picking is the main thing. So let's go through, number one, number two. Just see how fast you can get them. Go up in fives, 5 beat per minute increments. See where you can get. Probably no more than 10 minutes on each one per day. And you can even warm up with numbers 1 and 2 before going back to the thing from last week. So yeah, no speed cap. Just make sure it sounds good. And go up no more than 5 beats per minute. So let's play it at 60. 1, 2, 3, 4. There it is at 100. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. On 20. 1, 2, 3, 4. On 40. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. On 60. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Number 2. 60. 1, 2, 3, 4. Twenty. 1, 2, 3, 4. On 40. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Wrong. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 60. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I didn't flip the rhythm again. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Okay. If you would like any other speed demos, just let me know. So, chord theory for this week, hitting 13th chords. So, you are going to be adding 13th interval to your 7th chords. Now, as we've talked about with other chords, such as 11th chords, there's only so much room, or so many strings and fingers that we have to go to play things. Now, yes, you have the 7th string, so you got a bit more real estate to work with. However, still the same amount of fingers. Now, we've talked about the 5th interval being expendable before, and that's going to be the case still. And basically, we're going to be looking at the intervals 1, 3, 5, 7, 13. A full 13th chord really is 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13. So again, that's 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13. So that's really every single note in a major scale at once. It's just skipping every other note and going up into another octave. So, you get your C, E, G, A, D, F, A. Did I already say A? I don't think I said A. Couldn't have said A. If I did say A, I did something wrong. Anyway, let's try this again. C, E, G, B, D, F, A, and then there you go. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 notes, and then you skip another note, and you wind up back at the octave, an octave of the root note. So it's kind of interesting to think about it, because we haven't talked much about inversions, or maybe none at all, or voicings, but like a full 13th chord shares the exact same notes as every full 13th chord. Like a A minor 13 has the or A minor, well, and the key is C. It would be more like an A minor flat 13, because it has a flat 13. An A minor flat 13 would have 1 flat 3, 5 flat 7, 9, 11, flat 13. And you'd wind up with the exact same 7 notes as a full C major 13, because you're using 7 notes. And you only have 7 notes in the key of C. So, yeah, what you consider the root note will determine like what you end up calling a full 13th chord. So you might see stuff, and Guitar Pro might generate it this way, like C major 7 add 13. So you could write it that way, but we'll simplify things and just say it's a C major 13, because the important components are there. Of course, this is how I was taught the theory, whatnot. Just take the 7th chord and add a 13, and then you got yourself a 13th chord. So it's, yeah, you can have a 9 in there, you can have an 11 in there, or you could not have a 9 or an 11. So it gets kind of funky, or a little odd, adding, like going so high with all the intervals being added and whatnot. So we'll do the same thing we've done before. You got just your 3 keys, and just write out as many 13th chords as you can figure out. Sometimes you can kick the 5 out. The only time that it won't work is on the 7th position, when you have to have that flat 5 in the chord. Ooh, sorry about that. Yeah, so if it's a flat 5 in the chord, then, well, it needs to be there, or else that defining quality will definitely be missed. But any of the chords for the 1st through 6th positions, because the 5 does not determine the overall sound of the chord, it doesn't need to be in there. But the 7th position, because of the flat 5, yes, that does have to be there. And don't think there's much else to add. But if there are any questions with the 13th chords, let me know. Any questions with the playing, definitely let me know. But to go back to the playing and sum that up, the main thing is just make it sound good. The whole knocking thing, if you really are doing it that specific way, then yeah, that would be something to get rid of. I mean, you can, turn your arm this way, you can make the wrist go that way, you can certainly use the arm, whatnot, but if you're just taking the pick and like throwing a dart at the guitar, that I don't get how the pick could even go through the string to make a noise. So maybe there's a combination of that plus something else. I don't know. That I could see happening. But anyway, if you can do, get the camera so you're getting kind of down the angle of the neck here, so I can see, and you can see how you're picking the strings from that angle demonstrated today. That would be great. And yeah, I think that about covers it. But as always, any questions come up, let me know. And just so you know, like if you have like vacation stuff planned, let me know. Like you could let me know the day I send the invoice out, or prior to the new month, just like, hey, I'm gonna be taking this vacation here coming up, can't do a video thing. Just let me know. I'm happy to do a fee change at that point. It's just like when it's already halfway through the month, it gets kind of weird. But I mean, yeah, I'm going to be gone part of December, so I'm definitely going to be changing, what's owed then. I think we only have 4 Sundays. Let me check here. Might be wrong. Yeah, we do have 4 Sundays, so I'll be gone on the 27th. So as of now, it's just going to be looked at as a 3-week month, and I'll be changing how much that costs. But if you got holiday stuff coming up that would have you out on a different week, just let me know. So, alright, I think that covers it all even further now. I'll talk to you soon.